I'll notice on all the lists for the top 10 ukulele songs, the song Hey There Delilah by Plain White Tees always seems to feature. So, time to learn it. It's a cool song. The chords, we're going to play D. You'll notice played slightly different from normal. I'll explain why now. F sharp minor. I think if you saw the change carefully, you'd understand now why I want that. We're going to learn the bar chord B minor, very important chord to get under wraps. So for those that are still newish to UKE, start learning your bar chords. It's going to help. We're going to do a G and an A, and that's basically your chords. Now, let's quickly reanalyze D, because it's quite a prominent and important chord. Normally, you use fingers 1, 2, and 3 all in a row, all sort of squeezed into the second fret. So finger 1 would be here, finger 2 directly underneath it, and ring finger there. I've seen some UKE players put their thumb over the top. Please don't do that for the song. Okay. And we're going to change our D to look like this. Finger 1, third string, middle finger, finger 2 above it, and ring finger underneath it. So from a different angle, you can see there how the fingers are placed on the fretboard. Now the advantage of this D is, first of all, if you've got fat fingers like mine, I can get my fingers into the frets a lot easier. But for those that find it a little bit awkward, it's going to help you change to F sharp minor, because all that happens is, watch my first finger, see that movement? F sharp minor, slides back, D. And if you look at the first two chords for the intro, it's D and F sharp minor. So you want to hear this, make sure it's all nice and clear, and F sharp minor. Very important changes. Now the rhythm pattern, I'm going to focus on our strumming hand a little bit there. On the guitar version, the original, you're obviously playing a bass note. You can hear it goes boom, which obviously you don't get a boom, you don't get a deep note from the UKE because it's got a high pitch string at the top. So we're going to have to accommodate or adapt the rhythm to make it work for a UKE. So we're going to do this as written on your PDF. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Or in slow motion, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Or if you're looking at the direction of the strumming, down, down, up, up. And most of the chords are twice in a row, especially for the introduction and the first two lines of the verse. So if I were to play through the D and F sharp minor, getting both hands into view now, we'd have something like this. I'm going to count this in, so if you want to play through with, you may. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and change. Back to D, F sharp minor. And that's your introduction. Nice and easy, it works really well. And if I put the song on in the background, you can hear how well this rhythm works with it. Check this out. There's the original, 2 and 3 and 4 and. And there you got your first two lines in the verse. Now we mentioned earlier as well, we're going to look at bar chords. Now bar chords are not everyone's favorites at first, because it means, you can see my thumb is disappearing, you can see the whole positioning of your fretting hand changes. So you want to get finger 1 nice and flat, parallel to your frets, and that means you have to drop the thumb. So let's do a bit of a different angle there so you can see the wrist movement. This is how your hand normally looks from the side view, from the top view. And to get the bar chord working, you need to drop the thumb. You can see it disappearing there. It was over here. There's the thumb waving at you. Watch the thumb going down. As it goes down, it helps your first finger to get flat, so it's barring across all 4 strings, that they're all nice and clear. So you don't want to angle, because then that's what's going to happen. You need to drop the thumb. So your wrist is going to bend a little bit, perhaps over here where I'm busy indicating, to help get this finger nice and straight. Okay. And then back to front view. To complete your B minor, your ring finger goes to string 4, fret 4, B minor sounds like this. Now that's the beginning of the third line where they sing, yes you do, Times Square can't shine as bright as you. It's B minor, to B minor, and A. Now if you notice there were 2 cycles of B minor, 1 cycle of G, 1 cycle of A, back to 2 B minors, and then 2 A's again. So if you play through that third line with me, B minor in place, let's count you in. 2 B minors, 1 G, 1 A, 2 B minors, 2 A's. Let's do that, and then also pay attention to the hand movement. As we mentioned, thumb disappears for the bar chord. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the song is as simple as that. It's a really cool song. It's a nice sing-along song. You shouldn't have any challenges playing it excepting this B minor and maybe the D chord, because depending on the size of your fingers and the size of your ukulele, it might be a bit of a squeeze to get these inside here. But anyway, back to the backtrack. I'm going to go back a little bit so you can hear them singing right about the second line. So we're going to go and pick up on the B minor with the backtrack. In fact, rather let's rewind the song and play it from the beginning. Much more fun. Okay, are you ready to join me? I'm going to let the backtrack play the first 2 chords, and I'm going to join then on the D for the second round of the intro. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and what's the first finger there? Here's my D. Small change. Here comes the bar chords. A nice change back to the D again. And that's pretty much the song. So it's a nice easy song to do. The changes are very, very straightforward. And you'll notice also that when we go from the A at the end of the third line where he sings I Swear It's True, when he changes back to D, all that really happens, nice easy transition, is first finger slides back, and at the same time of that slide, the ring finger comes back into string 2, fret 2. So not big changes. You can see there, F sharp minor, D, there's the A. The only real big change is that G that you have to slip inside there as well. And when you get to the chorus, when it sings, oh, what it's going to do to me, it's simply going to go D. And it's as simple as that. Now to help keep the uke steady, because it's a very light instrument and it's very easy, if I zoom out a bit there, to have the ukulele sort of slide or do strange things. What I do for this is I actually rest my arm on the uke here, so you can see that my uke is sort of balancing on my leg. You can see my leg sort of lifting up there, but don't fall off the chair. And nothing's actually holding the uke. I'm just anchoring it with the back of the palm. And that helps me, so when I let go, when I'm going from the D, and I go to the B minor and I let go, my uke can't fall. If I lift my hand up, uke falls. So I'm using my arm, my strumming hand, to position my ukulele between my leg and my arm so that I can change the chords nice and easy without my ukulele falling. Very nice tip there. So if you find your uke's sliding around, try and anchor it between your arm and your leg. And believe it or not, that's pretty much the song. If you work down verse 2, there's a bridge later, which 1,000 miles seems pretty far. That's the same strumming the whole way through. So try it out. I'm not going to play the whole song through for you for copyright reasons. Okay. But if you get stuck with the bridge or anything, drop me a WhatsApp. If you got your rhythm, if you got your chords, if your uke's nice in position, it should work really well. Hope you enjoy the song and have an awesome week. Thank you.